Right, I feel like this is good. Anything else will fall off at the track and I'll fight it there.
Ah, there it is.
Is this on?
Well, let's go.
Welcome back to Home Wrenchers. Back in my garage, but I'm not gonna be working in my garage. Last time you saw me working on the FJ. The FJ got a little lift, new tires, new wheels, looks good. But today I'm gonna work on the S14. So me and a friend have been talking about doing a track day for a while, so I'm gonna get my S14 prepped up, ready to go. We're gonna go out to Willow, probably do a little bit of testing, kind of like where the Formula D guys test at Balcony. It's a good first shakedown for the S14, but kind of have a lot to do today. So I'm gonna do a little bit of track prep and then some heat prep. I got some stuff from Thermotech. I want to wrap up the header, and then I got to tuck up some wiring, things like that. But I can't really do it in here, so I set up a little sanctuary outside. So as you saw before, it's a little difficult for me to work on the car inside, so I've set up this little area. Thankfully, the neighbors are out this week, gave me a little more space. But you can see I've got some damage. Need to take care of that, make sure nothing falls off. Plus I got a little header wrap and stuff to do underneath the hood. So I want to make sure that the hood doesn't come apart for one, and then also got to kind of organize and then collect some of this heat stuff here. So I'm going to pull the exhaust off, probably wrap that today, and then just normal maintenance, track prep, and then trying to get some of the wiring and heat stuff taken care of. You can see I have this stuff here from Thermotech. Can do a little bit of heat combat, and then thankfully I have a new set of Boxo tools to help me with this, because your man's an idiot and he's crashed this more than he's driven it, really. I have to pull off the bumper, and that's going to be my first order of business. Pull off the bumper, make sure that's secure. Also, I want a good spot to jack from. And then, like a true dumbass, my hood flew up and I broke it. So I have to pull that off, make sure that's good.
You're a dumbass.
First things first, take off all the broken shit. Oh no, look, it's Denver. It's my neighbor's puppy. He's coming to help. Hi, Denver. So, I have the header wrap, bucket of water, some safety wire. I'm ready to go. Just figured I'd bring it into the shade and chill out with Denver for a little bit. He's excited. What I'm gonna do is soak this stuff so it's a little bit more pliable and easy to work with, and then also I don't get all the fibers and stuff in my skin. So I'm gonna let this soak in some water for just a bit, and then we're gonna wrap the downpipe. That's the first order. I don't really feel like doing the header and stuff today. Not worth taking all that time. I haven't even driven the car yet, so if I have any issues with it, I'll go back and do that later. But for right now, just gonna do the downpipe because it's closer to the wiring and stuff like that. So now we wait a few minutes, wrap this up, put it back on, and then we pet Denver for a little bit. Hey, what's up, puppy? Hi, buddy. Hi. Pretty good. That's wrapped, it's ready to go. Shove that back in and then start working on some firewall stuff. Header wrap stuff is done. Looks pretty good. I'm pumped on that. That should keep a lot of the heat off of this wiring stuff. And then I tied up a little bit of loose ends over there and plugged in my flex fuel sensor. But now I'm going to get underneath the car and do just a spanner check. I'm going to check all the suspension, see if anything's come free, the motor mount bolts, all that. Make sure everything's good because I don't want anything to rattle off at the track. But I will check it because I do have this sweet Boxo box. And I can bring this to the track tomorrow. Thankfully has everything I need. So just quick nut and bolt check over everything. I did break this control arm and I made another one, so I had the heat maker kit from Julian that I showed you when I first got the car, but I broke that and I replaced it, and I replaced this ISR arm that I had, but everything else is good to go. So just a quick check over that, and then put the car back on the ground, check out the rear end, make sure that's all good, and then clean up a little bit in the cabin. We should be good to go. Oh, see, that was
What was loose?
just the trans mount, no big deal.
That's fine. It's fine. It's normal.
You see, this is why you do spinner check before the track. Because this stuff could all be nice and loose. And like this guy here, hey, what are you doing? Oh, that was so much more loose than I wanted that to be. All right, I feel like this is good. Anything else will fall off at the track and I'll fight it there. Okay, I think the front end is pretty good. Pretty stout. Checked everything. A lot of stuff was loose, so that was, that's pretty fucking scary, actually.
Moral of the story: don't do palm line.
No, not that. I mean, just yeah, that too.
This much.
It's nice under here, actually.
Oh, nap time. Nap time.
I don't want to do nap time. I think I got Harbor Freight jack stands, and these things have been recalled for collapsing. So actually, I want this to break. Exhaust is tight. Wastegate is tight. Motor mounts, debatable. All right, the motor mounts were loose, both top and bottom of that. The trans mount was loose. A couple of the suspension components were loose. So this is why you do a spinner check before you go to the track. Next, put this thing on the ground because all the front's good, and then check the back and make sure that the drive shaft is connected. That's kind of a major deal. So a few things loose in the rear end as well. Lower control arm on this side, upper control arm on this side, traction rod on that side. The axle bolts, drive shaft were all good, but good to double check. Even the exhaust mount was just a little bit loose, so I'm pumped. Go take a spin. Anyway, I gotta put all this shit away and get ready for the track, so.
Aren't these the thick boys? Oh, are these the new ones too?
Yeah, dude, race flags.
Oh,
You know why?
red.
Because I haven't been racing in a long time, so I have to remind myself what flag is what. They're on my feet.
That's sick.
Welcome to Willow Springs. It's the first time I get to drive my S14, so we're gonna test on balcony today. Pretty stoked, because I've never really driven this car in some open space, but my friend Amelia invited me out here. There's nobody here. They had a big drift day yesterday, so everybody got their fill. I didn't bring enough tires, I don't think.
Hell yeah, boy!
drifting! So much fun. I had a little mishap. I got an oil leak down here underneath the turbo. I'm gonna tighten that up, but it's really hot because I took a lot of laps. Everybody started waving me down and I was like, oh man, I'm on fire, because I saw a little puff of smoke come out. Well, what happened is it just ignited that oil that was sitting down there when my wastegate kind of, and a little bit of smoke came up through the cabin. So I thought I was on fire, and they come back and like, oh, your wheel looks loose or bent. So immediately, oh, it looks like Amelia got her exhaust back on. When I got here, she was working on her exhaust, and now she's gonna go back out and take a few rips. I think she had a few little car issues, but let's watch her. Is it hot yet?
Well, it's only at 103 right now.
See, that's not bad.
Celsius.
You look really good.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Done?
No, I just looked at him. A little bit left. Maybe one or two. Huh?
I'm gonna go back out there. I have no idea what the line is.
Me either. You can't see anything.
Send it.
Just send it. All right, this is why we test. I had a leak down here. That's soft. That's good. That's what ignited when I lifted off throttle. It came through the cabin, and then got a little blow by here, which means I need a catch can. The other part was I didn't actually put that all the way on when I took this off to cool this, which is not tied down. That doesn't work. But I also have a little bit of seeping leak here, and then it was seeping out from the top because it got a little hot. So I'm gonna tighten this baby down, and should solve all the leaks, and we could get back out there. But you know, you miss some things, but you can't really tell until you start driving the car. I'm driving it pretty hard, so I'm pumped. The car feels fantastic, and just little stuff here we figured out. Hopefully the last hour of the day we can just shred. A few good passes, really fun. Power steering's getting really hot. I have a little bit of a leak as well, so I'm gonna try and address that. But when I checked to see the fluid level, I had my hood propped up, I popped the cap off, and then the wind blew my hood up and knocked the prop out, and it slammed back down. So I was looking for this cap and I couldn't find it. You'll never believe where it is. It got stuck in my hood. Wow. Let's go ahead and put that back there. Note to self, don't put your hood in the wind. Well, it's kind of late in the day. I've had a lot of fun. I don't want to push it, and I also don't want to work right now. So power steering leak, don't really feel like fixing it because we only have like maybe half hour left. So I'm gonna pack it up and count my good graces. Super fun day. I'm gonna go thank Amelia for inviting me out here. To pack up.
Yeah, that was
This
fun.
is a really fun day.
I know.
Amelia and I have been talking shit for, I don't know, the last year at least.
Mad shit.
About let's go driving, and
Yeah.
I think it was my fault. She invited me out like 7 times and I never
I wasn't
came.
gonna say it, but you kind of just.
I never made it, but made it today. We had fun. Homie's out there still ripping the Z.
Yeah, we'll have to tandem next time.
Yeah, if we can tandem next time. It's just tire noise. It's just straight tire noise. At least he doesn't have a horrible exhaust. But I had a blast. Thank you so much for inviting me out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming out.
For like the 7th or 8th time that I missed out, but
So in 7-8 more times, you'll come out, and then maybe we'll drive more.
We'll drive more. Maybe we gotta go to Grange and just smash too.
Yeah.
Or Horse Thief.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We like to say that this is the end, but we're gonna pack up for the next hour. So,
Yeah.
long story short, S14 freaking rips. That turbo is insane. The Garrett 3076 comes on full boost, 3,500 RPM, and every gear. It doesn't matter. I was first, second, third. I had a couple problems shifting into third, and it was kind of pissing me off. So third, the synchro's gone or something like that. It's not working out too good. All in all, good first day. Probably gonna come back next weekend. Now I'm full on addicted. I got a few things to tweak. I can't even talk. I'm just excited. I gotta load this up. Till next time, bye.